It's hard to imagine that the Germans' deep defense strategy during World War I was so far ahead. After the war broke out, the German, British, and French forces quickly realized that in frontal assaults, it was often themselves that suffered the heaviest casualties. After the Battle of the Marne ended in September 1914, the German and Allied forces dug trenches respectively along the Swiss Alps. These trenches extended all the way to the North Sea coast of Belgium. However, in the first few months, both sides dug mostly small-scale temporary trenches. As a result, they were highly vulnerable to enemy artillery fire, incurring heavy losses. Both sides were constantly searching for new ways to break the deadlock. From this, it's evident that the Germans had a stronger sense of defense than the British and French forces. They were the first to adopt the deep defense strategy in battle. This strategy is also known as in-depth defense or flexible defense. In the frontline combat zone several hundred meters wide, the Germans built a series of isolated camps instead of a continuous trench. The dug trenches were divided into 3 zones. The first zone that the enemy encountered was called the outpost zone. This zone was mainly used for scouting and monitoring the enemy's movements. When the enemy approached, the soldiers in the outpost zone would send alarms to the rear area and engage the enemy simultaneously to disrupt their operations.